Hi, I'm Adam Searle. Here at LocusHarmony, I want to help you take control of your happiness. That's why in this video, I'm talking about how to solve any problem. Problems come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Now, what I want to talk about here is the common occurrence between all those problems and something that you can do, quite a simple thing that you can do to reconcile any problem. Any problem that we experience is due to an intellectualization. That is to say that the mind and our thoughts create problems from situations. The situations themselves aren't in themselves good or bad. It's how we choose to look at those things and resist them that causes these problems. I mean, the idea that something is a problem is just that, it's an idea. It all comes down to perception. That is to say that a problem only exists because we wish the current situation to be something that it isn't. Even if it's you're wishing for something that's gone, or you're wishing for something that might occur, so maybe it's a desire or something that you feel like you should do or should have done. All of these sort of problems, some small, some large, they're self-generated in this way, and they all come from not accepting the present moment as it is. That there is kind of the answer. That's how you solve any problem, by becoming present, by being present and accepting the present moment as it is. Any problems that we have, they go away. They can't exist in the present moment because the thoughts, if you like, the intellectualization of events, maybe we're telling ourselves something that happened in the past, something that we want to happen in the future, or something that we don't want to happen in the future. All of that is a story that we are creating, and that's where the problem stems from. When we pull ourselves into the present moment, now, problems evaporate. I find a lot of self-generated problems that I create, they come from a desire to do more, a desire to be more, expectations that I put on myself. For me, the understanding comes from realizing the pressures that I put on myself sometimes. So when we're always, or I am always future focused, if I spend a lot of time thinking about things that I feel like I should be doing, whether I'm doing them or not, there's no end goal with that. It feels like there might be. It feels like, so I might set myself a project that I feel like needs to be completed, and I might give myself a hard time if that's taking a bit longer than I want it to, or even if it's just not done. That's kind of the point here that I'm trying to make. Like, there's always something that's not done, so there's always that pressure that you can put on yourself. But when I take a moment just to be present and not think about things, I realized that a lot of the things that I was worrying about don't actually make that much sense when you I guess when you think about them, but it's almost when you stop thinking about them. It's when you just let yourself be present. For instance, I'm reaching a stage in my life where I feel like I need to prepare for the future somewhat, and I spent a lot of my 20s not worrying about that at all, but for whatever reason I'm getting to a point now where I feel like I want to take care of some things so that I have more freedom later in life. And that feeling, through self-observation, I've noticed comes from, I guess you could call it a fear. It may be a bit of a strong word, but almost like a fear of the future. So I'm worried that future me in 5 or 10 years time, might be miserable, might have problems if I don't set some things up now. Like, I can make smart use of my time now and be better for that in the future. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. That's in some regard sensible. The problem comes when I generate stress, negativity in the present moment, because I'm losing sight of what I'm trying to do. This is what I meant a moment ago. We can prepare for the future somewhat, but if that's our focus, we lose sight of why that's important. And when I find this time to just be present, so what I was doing today, I was just observing the weather, and that was it. There wasn't really a means to an end there. I was just being present and observing the weather, the clouds, the birds, the wind. And I came to a peaceful place, and I realized there's nothing to worry about for the future, because it will still be now, it will still be the present moment. And the present moment is all you need. It's more than you need. And somehow we lose connection with the present moment. It seems ridiculous. Like, if you really understand that this present moment is all there is, yet somehow we can remove ourselves almost. Our conscious awareness can not be present and focused on what's in front of us. Instead, it moves into this potential future. Now, there's a lot of different ways you could go with this topic, but I think rather than going on about it too much and taking off in too many different directions, I think it can be best summarized as saying, when you are future focused like that too much and not aware of the present moment, you cannot experience life in the most positive way. By being present, just taking a bit of time to do that from day to day, maybe if a morning meditation, an evening meditation, or just take some time to be, rather than always doing something or filling your time. Just let time be, let the present moment be, and just let it sit with now and just observe whatever is there. And for me, at least, I have found that there's a comfort in that, knowing that any problem that I might have at any time in the future can be resolved just by being present, because I always know that that is enough, regardless of my situation. So I think I'll leave it there. I hope that this can help you maybe in some way. And yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you next time.